Tell me.
Um, in my opinion,
Yes.
now I live in Hanoi city.
Okay.
Hanoi is a very busy city,
Mm.
and but but infrastructure a lot no low chains by low chain by um,
Mm.
um, and now in Hanoi there are a lot of high building,
Mm. Mm.
but in structure uh, not good
Okay.
for not no enough condition to live. I think so. There
Okay.
are a lot of traffic jam
Okay.
and yes and um, fresh not good.
There's okay.
Uh,
So there's a lot of
yeah.
pollution, in other
Yes.
words.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kong, for sharing about your
Yes.
area. Thank you.
Yes.
Nee, good evening, Nee. Hello, Nee. Can you hear me, Nee? All right, let's move on. Kai, can you tell me, Kai, what would you like to improve
Yes.
in your area?
Mm, I think in my neighborhood um,
Mm.
should improve about public transportation
Oh,
because I
okay.
live in Quảng Nam province, Tam Kỳ city. It is a small city next to the sea. On the environment is very
Mm.
clear,
Okay.
but it's I think a little bit boring and
Okay.
lack of public transportation and some um, bit more
Entertainment
more.
areas?
Yeah, I think it needs more some more center.
Yeah, like entertainment areas. Okay, Kai, that's an
Yeah.
interesting one. Thank you very much. Yeah, very interesting. More entertainment areas for your city. Kai, thank you for sharing. Good evening, Jasmine. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. Today I'm pretty good.
Oh, that's great. So, would you like to tell us what would you like to improve in your neighborhood, Jasmine?
Uh, my neighborhood is the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi.
Mm,
I
Hanoi.
see
Mm-hmm.
nowadays a lot of people in Hanoi don't have their own house because
Oh.
the price of housing has risen rapidly because
Mm,
more and more people have migrated to Hanoi to seek
yeah,
opportunity. Yes,
for
so
work and
I
so on.
want, yes, I want to the city government will have build more up apartment building to offer us buy afford an apartment. Yes.
All right, very good, Jasmine. That's an important one, housing. All right, very good. Okay, so that is our topic of discussion today. How do you want to improve your neighborhood to improve? Let us begin our lesson today with our lesson objectives. And by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to use vocabulary to talk about housing. You will apply a decision-making tool to make decisions. You will use speaking structures to explain your decision. Let's begin with the first exercise. Now, in this exercise, I would like for you to type the correct word or phrase to fill in the blank. So, I have 6 words or phrases and I have some sentences with blanks in it. So let's look at the first example. It says, the school has good sports facilities, including a stadium, swimming pool, and a soccer field. So now I would like for you to complete these 5 sentences sentences for me. You will choose one of these words to fill in at the blank for me. I will give you 1.5 minutes to complete this exercise. All right, that's our 1.5 minutes that's up. So let's answer this assignment. Miss Jasmine, can you do number 1 for me, please?
Number 1. There are plans to knock down the library and replace it with a hotel.
Very good. That is correct. Knock down the library. Let's do number 2. Kai, can you please do number 2?
Yes, I would love to live in the apartment, but it is not for rent.
It is not for rent. Very good. That is correct. And number 3, Hua, would you like to do number 3, please?
Number 3, there will be a new bus route between the plaza
Plaza.
and
Okay, that's
yeah.
fine. Thank you. Thank you. That is correct. Good job. Number 4, Mai, would you like to do number 4, please, Mai?
Yes, of course. Number 4. I live on the 20th floor of an apartment building.
Okay, very good. That is correct. That was 20th floor of apartment building. Very good. Number 5, Kong, would you like to do number 5, please?
I like using public transportation like bus and train to go work.
Very
To
good.
work.
That is correct. Very good. Well
Yeah.
done. Public transportation. All right,
Yes.
so now tell me, let us have a little discussion before moving on. Does your neighborhood have these things? Sport facilities, bus route, an apartment building, or public transportation? I would like to know from you, do you think that they are useful? Miss Mai, what's your opinion? Do you have these things in your neighborhood?
My
Mai?
neighborhood, right?
Yes?
Yes. Um, I I live in a private house. That's why near my living area, just have a transportation and
Okay.
bus route.
Okay. And do you think it is useful to you? Do you think the
Mm,
bus route is useful for the people that live in that area or no? What's your
no,
opinion?
we just use private vehicle
Oh,
or the
you use,
taxi. Yes.
so you use taxis or private vehicles. All right. So the bus route is not very useful, I would assume.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
right?
it's useful. It's useful for students or the
Okay.
yeah, someone not me.
Okay. For students and those traveling by public transportation. All right. Thank you,
Yes.
Miss Mai. Thank you very much for sharing. Um, All right. Hua, what about you? Does your neighborhood have any of these things, and do you think it's useful?
My neighborhood don't have a bus route
Mm-hmm.
because my city is quite small,
Okay. So,
about 10 kilometer for long.
okay. So
Yes.
you don't have a sports facility, a bus route, apartment building, or public transportation.
Um, don't have a bus route only.
Mm. Okay. So
Yes.
do you have a sports facility?
Yes, sport facility and apartment building
Mm.
is
All right.
transportation. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Very good.
I
And is it useful?
I think now is not no need, but in the future I think is will be useful.
All right, great. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. All right, let's move on to some vocabulary. You will listen as I pronounce the word for you. Neighborhood, apartment building, knock down, for rent, bus route, sports facilities, public transportation, decision matrix. Now it's your turn. All right. So, Mr. Kong, please read 1, 2, and 3 for me.
Yes. Neighborhood,
Mhm.
apartment building, knock down, for
All
rent,
right. All right. Thank
bus
you very
route.
much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kong. Nee, can I ask you to please do 6, 7, and 8? Can you please read 6, 7, and 8, Nee? Nee, can you hear me? Okay. Let's do 6, 7, and 8. Hua, please can you read 6, 7, and 8 for me, Hua?
Sports facilities,
Mm-hmm.
public transportation,
Mm-hmm.
decision matrix.
All right, very good, Hua. Thank you. And Mr. Kai, can you please read 1, 2, and 3?
Yes. Neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
apartment building,
Mm-hmm.
knock down.
Very good, Mr. Kai. Thank you. Miss Jasmine, 4, 5, and 6.
For rent, bus route,
Mm-hmm.
sports
Sports facilities. That's right. That's right. Good job, Miss Jasmine. Facilities is the word. Miss Mai, please may you read 7 and 8 for me. Miss Mai.
Yes. Public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Decision matrix.
Very good. Well done on your pronunciation, everyone. All right. So now let's continue with our discussion about housing and structures around our neighborhood. So, if you could make changes to your neighborhood, what would they be? Any changes? So, you will give me one change that you think would be good in your neighborhood. All right? So, Hua, tell me, what is the one change that you would like to make to your neighborhood, Hua?
Yes. One thing I would change is more green space. I think
Okay.
it's the most important.
It's very important to have fresh air. I agree with you. Green spaces is a good one. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Hua. Kai, tell me, what's one thing you would change in your neighborhood?
Yes. If I could change my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to build mall center or shopping mall.
Okay.
Yes,
Shopping
and
malls.
Yes, and some kind of public transportation, such as the train.
Okay, such as the train routes. All right, very good, Mr. Kai. Thank you. Miss Jasmine, what would you like to add or change in your neighborhood, if you could?
I mentioned, I would like to build more apartment buildings and
Mm,
they will offer people more cheaper places to live.
yeah, cheaper housing. All right, very good, Miss Jasmine. Miss Mai, what would you like to change or add to your neighborhood, if you could?
Yes, if I could make some changes to my neighborhood, I want to make more play area for children.
Okay, that's an interesting one. All right. Play areas. Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Mai. Mr. Kong, lastly, tell me, what would you like to add or change in your neighborhood?
If I Prime Minister,
Mm,
I would like to move on hospital, on university, on office hit about to move on the suburban
okay.
and
Yeah.
plan again structure of city.
Okay. All right. Very
Yeah.
good. Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Kai. Okay. So now we are going to learn about a tool that we can use to make decisions to improve our neighborhood. Let's see what it is. Now I am showing you two different plans, all right? These are two plans for neighborhood developments. If you had to choose one plan to develop a neighborhood, which one would you choose? Let us find out how we can use a decision matrix to choose the best plan, all right? So before we go ahead, let's read. So let's read plan A. Kai, please can you read the first plan for me?
Yes, plan A. The city is going to give you a number of strong apartment buildings. Half of the apartments will be available to buy and half will be for rent. The first floor of each apartment building will be for stores.
All right, thank you very much. Miss Jasmine, please can you read plan B for me?
And B, the city is going to knock down some houses and build a park. The park will have playground and a picnic area. There will also be basketball courts and other sports facilities. The new bus route will connect the city center.
All right, thank you guys for reading. So now, as you may see, both plan A and plan B seem like really good plans of which we would like to include in our neighborhood. So how do we go about making a decision? Let us find out how we can use a decision matrix to choose the best plan. Now you are going to read a text about a decision matrix and you are going to answer these questions. All right. So let's read the text and answer the question. All right. So the questions that I have, question number 1. Miss Mai, please read question 1 for me.
Yes. What do urban planners use a decision matrix for?
Okay. And number 2, please.
How do urban planners choose the best plan?
All right, very good. Now we are going to read in order for us to answer these two questions. Mr. Hua, please may you read the first two sentences for me, or read the entire paragraph, please.
The first sentence.
No, the paragraph starting from neighborhoods are changing.
Yes. Neighborhoods are changing all the time, so urban planners have to make decisions about these changes. One tool to help them decide between different plans is a decision matrix. In a decision matrix, they list the important results they want for the neighborhood. For example, more houses, less traffic, or more parks. Planners develop several plans to get these results. They then score each plan against each result.
Okay, thank you very much for reading for me. All right, let's read the scoring and how it works. Mr. Kong, please may you read the scorings starting with number 2, -2, -1. Mr. Kong.
Yes. Um, a very negative effort. A negative effort.
Effect.
No effect. And a positive effect. And a very positive effect.
Thank you very much for reading. All right, and then the plan with the highest total is the one to choose.
One
All right,
to
so
choose.
correct. So let's see the question again. It says, what do urban planners use a decision matrix for? All right, so I have underlined some keywords in the paragraph in order for us to get to the answer. All right, so Hua, please can you read the underlined sentence for me?
On to help them decide between different plans is a decision matrix.
Okay, so that would be your answer for question number 1. All right, so it is to help them decide between the two different plans. Question 2, how do urban planners choose the best plan? Kai, please read this sentence that I have just underlined for me, please, Kai.
Yes, the plan with the highest total score is the one to choose.
That is correct. So that is the answer. How do urban planners choose the best plan? They will choose the plan with the highest total score. And this is the scoring method. 2, 1, -2, -1, a 0, +1, and a +2 for positive. Right, now let us move on and answer this question for me. Have you ever used a decision matrix to make a decision before? Miss Jasmine, have you ever used this method before? Oh, you have? Okay, all right. So you have an understanding of how it basically works. Okay, so basically this would be your decision matrix, right? So now I'm going to show you how to make decisions to improve your neighborhood. Okay, let's have a look at these plans for the neighborhood development, all right? And tell me, which ones do you think is most popular? All right, so we're going to do a vote. Remember, there's no right or there's no wrong answer. It's just whichever one you think is more popular. Hua, tell me, would you go with plan A or would you go with plan B? Hua?
I prefer plan B.
Plan B. All right, thank you. Kai, tell me, which one do you prefer, A or B?
For me, I prefer plan B because my neighborhood has a lot of green spaces.
All right, thank you,
Already.
Mr. Kai. Okay. Miss Jasmine, which plan would you go with, A or B? Jasmine? Plan A. All right, great. Miss Mai, tell me, which plan would you choose, A or B, Miss Mai?
Yes, I would rather plan B.
Plan B as well. All right, thank you. And Mr. Kong, which plan do you prefer, A or B?
And of course, I like plan B.
Plan B as well. Okay.
Yes, Yes.
All right, no problem. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your preference, okay? Meaning it's what you choose. All right. So I would like for you to remember, have a look at your plan that you have chosen. I will leave this for another second, right? So we have Miss Jasmine with plan A, and then we've got the rest of the class who goes with plan B. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to choose 3 results that you think are the most important for a neighborhood improvement. All right, and here are some important results people want to get from their neighborhood development plans. All right, so choose 3 results that you think are the most important for a neighborhood. You can write your answer in the chat box or you can write it on a piece of paper. I will give you 1 minute to choose 3. Only 3. You may choose 3 results that you think will be most important for your neighborhood development, please. So we have cheaper places to live, more public transportation, more stores. Thank you, Mr. Kai. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you. More green spaces, better quality housing, as well as more jobs. Thank you, Ms. Mai. Thank you, Hua. Okay, so now that we have made our decisions, we are now going to be discussing our decisions and why we have chosen those particular options. Okay, so I will be putting 2 students in the breakout room and you will discuss your idea with your partner in the breakout room. All right, so you will talk about these 3 reasons that you have chosen. Also, you will discuss the plan with them. All right. And remember that your language will need to be in English. So now I will be placing you in the breakout room for 2 minutes in order for you to have your discussion.
Why do you like plan A? Yes. 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 Elite government and government city build cheaper build discount codes and you can buy apartment. Yes. Now where do you live? With me, in my opinion, I live in fresh air. and I because now I have an apartment, and I have money to buy. I have a condition to buy house.
This meeting is being recorded.
Public transportation and retail, traffic jam.
Oh, that will definitely help, I'm sure. It will help with the traffic, I'm quite sure. All right, Miss Mai,
Yes.
thank you. Very good ideas. All right, so welcome back everyone else from the breakout room. I hope you had a chance to share your reasons that you have chosen. Okay, so now let's look at Plan A again, all right? And this is my scoring scale. This is a +2, cheaper places to live. Plan A gets a +2, meaning that it will have a very positive effect on the neighborhood. More public transportation, well, it scored a 0, no effect. Better quality housing, I had given it a +2, which is a very positive effect. Okay, so this gives me a score of number 4, which means this is a good choice. All right, so this would be my first choice that I would go with. So this is how you would be able to use this decision-making matrix when you are making decisions about housing. So this was for Plan A. Okay, Miss Jasmine, you had chosen Plan A, am I right? Okay, so what do you think of the scoring system that I've given for Plan A? Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you do agree with the scoring. Okay, great. So now let us read Nick and Lydia's plan. Mr. Kai, please read this speech bubble for me.
Yes, our first choice is Plan A. I think it's the best plan because it will create cheaper places for people to live. There will also be better quality housing.
Thank you for reading for me, Kai. Okay, so this is how Nick and Lydia speak about how they had chosen Plan A. All right, so this is how you can begin your speech. You could say, our first choice is Plan A. We think it is the best idea because, and then you would move on to give the reasons why. Okay, so explaining your decisions. So this is the structure when you need to explain your decision. So you would say, okay, we've already discussed first. So if we're talking about the second choice, we would say our second choice plan is maybe Plan B. We think Plan B is more effective, and then you would say the reason for that is, and you would give your reason, and then you would say that is because. All right, so now let's look at Plan A and Plan B. All right, let's look at the scoring structure that I have for Plan B. Okay, so Hua, let's go through the scoring structure, Hua.
Yes.
All right, so Plan B, cheaper places to live. What's the score?
I think it's 0.
Okay, what does 0 mean?
0 mean it no effects.
Okay, very good. All right, and then for Plan B, more public transportation. Mr. Kong,
Yes.
tell me what is the
It's
score that?
It's a very positive effort.
Okay, very good. That's right. So that's what +2 would mean, that it is a very positive effect for
Yes.
public transportation. Okay,
Yes.
and then we have better quality housing. We have a 0. Miss Mai, what does a 0 mean?
It's no effect.
So it does not affect the neighborhood at all. So, Miss Jasmine, what's the score that we have for Plan B? All right. Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Jasmine. So, from this scoring matrix, okay, can you tell me which plan do you think would be the plan that these developers are going with? Do you think it's Plan A or Plan B? Mr. Kong, which one?
I think it is they choose plan A.
That is correct. That
Yes,
is
first choice.
that is correct. So this is how you would be able to use the decision-making matrix when you are making an important decision. Okay,
Yes.
and this is how you would do your scoring and how you would choose it. Right. So now let's look at this and let us share. Okay. So plan A, this was plan A, and this was plan B. Okay. So now I would like for you to quickly tell me, according to your plan and your reasons, but when you are speaking about it, I would like for you to use this speaking structure. All right. So, Miss Mai, I will begin with you, please. Can you begin and tell me on the plan you've chosen and reason and why?
Our first choice is plan. Yeah, my first choice is plan B. Because in my opinion, I think I need to the space, green space. Green spaces in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Because I want to solve air pollution.
All right, very good. Excellent. Well done. Well done, Miss Mai. That is a good way of choosing a particular plan because you had very valid reasons for choosing that particular plan and why. Okay, Kai, tell me. Use this speaking structure and tell me which is your plan and your choice and why.
Yes. My first choice is plan A. I think my neighborhood need more apartment buildings because people in my place need more
Places to
quality
stay.
of building and more space to live.
Okay. That's all right. Very good, Mr. Kai. Thank you very much for sharing your plan and your choice and using the decision-making matrix. All right. So, Hua, your turn. Tell me which plan and why. Hua, Mr. Hua. Mr. Hua, can you hear us? All right. I think he has some issues. Mr. Kong, would you like to share?
Yeah. I live
Hello,
in
hello.
I live in city, but
Okay.
I have a small house in suburban. That's why I like plan A because
Okay.
I would like a lot of people as poor can good condition to foreign to rent or to buy apartment cheaper apartment. Yeah.
Okay. Very good,
Yeah.
Mr. Kong. Thank you. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Hua, would you like to tell us your choice and why quickly?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear me
you
now?
now.
Yes. Okay. I choose plan B. I think it is the best plan for my city because it will have more green space for people. Uh, and I think the now is people quite stressed, so we need more space for relaxing after work,
All right.
and need more bus route for student and worker go to a school, go to a factory.
All right. Thank you very much, Hua, for sharing. Well done to you on choosing your plan. Miss Jasmine, your turn, please. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Well done, Miss Jasmine. Good job. Well done on your choosing your plan, and also very well done on explaining the plan that you had chosen. All right, let us recap our lesson for today. So today you learned something very interesting, which was called the decision-making matrix, and you also learned how to use this decision-making matrix, okay? Remember that the decision-making matrix is broken into 5 parts, which is a positive effect, a very positive effect, no effect, a negative effect, or a very negative effect. And when you are choosing, all you need to do is simply put a score next to your decision, and then you total your score, and then that's the decision that you could go ahead with. All right. So how do you want your neighborhood to improve? Well, we had different opinions based on where you stay and where you come from, such as green spaces, public transportation, cheaper housing facilities even, and entertainment places such as malls, shopping centers, etc. So we've had some very interesting ideas, thoughts and ideas today. Well done, everyone. Let's go over our objectives again. Tell me, can you now use the vocabulary to talk about housing?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Can you apply a decision-making tool to make a decision?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Can you
I
now use the speaking structure to explain your decision?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
All right.
can. Yeah.
And please do remember to complete your homework, enhancement topic quiz expansion. And please remember to rate the session. Your feedback is invaluable to us. Thank you very much, everyone. And I hope to see you in the
Yeah.
next session. Good
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you very
Good
much.
night,
Thank you.
everyone.